Hi, I was teaching Sunday school today and I thought I would share some of these thoughts that I had that are kind of amazing. We're studying the Old Testament and the Pearl of Great Price, which are hand-in-hand companions, and it's so amazing. We were on the city of Enoch. Did you know the city of Enoch was the most perfect society and it was taken up into heaven and it will return in the last days? So let's talk a little bit about Enoch. Enoch had a speech impediment when he was young, and he had a hard time speaking. He was slow of speech. Like Moses. Moses was also slow of speech. But guess what? They became one of the most amazing prophets in the whole Old Testament. And so it just shows you that if you have a problem or a situation, that if the Lord wants you to do a job and you have the desire to serve the Lord, that you can get it done no matter what is your circumstance or problem. So he had a speech impediment. He could see the future and he could see the spirit world with his natural eyes. So he could see things that other people couldn't see. He did miracles of healing with the power of the priesthood. All of the righteous people would gather towards him because he had such a wonderful society. He built a society where there was no poor, no war, no problems within the society. So his society was just the perfect society. They had no contention, no poor, and no violence, no problems. And so all the righteous people wanted to go to be with him. And the giants of the land and many wicked people tried to attack them, but he also, through the power of the priesthood and faith, was able to move mountains and rivers. So they didn't even need an army or battling because the Lord helped him, and they were sore afraid. Many of the giants and wicked people, they were very afraid of this mountain that he had built his perfect society on. At the age of 430, his city was translated, and that was taken up into heaven, and it should return in the last days. So when he was 430 years old, his city was translated. And also another kind of sad but necessary thing was his son Methuselah was not able to go with him because he remained on earth as the prophet of the day. And his great-grandson was Noah, and he needed to have that posterity keep growing and keep going. And so Methuselah, his son, Enoch's son Methuselah, is the oldest man recorded on the earth. He was 969 years old. Like, wow. And Noah was his great-grandson, and Noah at 10 years old got the priesthood. And he, when he was 500 years old, he got the mission call to build the ark. And his 3 righteous sons helped him for 100 years to build that ark. And for that 100 years, he was preaching to the people repentance and that they should be righteous and be kind. And they didn't listen to him. Many people were violent and horrible and wicked. And anyway, they also mentioned giants and wicked people also trying to stop the building of the ark, but nothing could stop them. It didn't say that Noah did anything that Enoch did, but it just said that nothing could stop the building of the ark, so something stopped them. There were only 8 people allowed to be on the ark, and I'm sure they had a lot of children, because at the age of 500, 600, you would have a lot of kids by then, because there were childbearing years all of that time. And so I can imagine the pain of his wife's heart that their other children could not join them in the ark, but if they had already gone to the wicked ways, they couldn't join them. And so only Ham, Shem, and Japheth, the 3 sons and their wives, were able to join them, so there were only 8 people on the ark. Can you imagine 8 people with 2 of every kind of animal and 7 of all the sacrificial animals of each of them? And there were only 8 people. I mean, I think of the day-to-day chores and trying to take care of that many animals. I wonder how many shovels they had. Just saying. Anyway, that's got to be crazy. Did you know that Noah was Gabriel, the angel Gabriel, that appeared to the Virgin Mary and to her cousin Elizabeth, and also to Daniel in the lion's den? And the Lord set a rainbow as a symbol that he would never flood the earth again. It rained for 40 days and 40 nights, and they were on that ark for 1 year. Wow, that is a long time to be kind of contained with all of those animals to care and upkeep and take care of them. Anyway, it was an astounding mission that they had when they finally had dry land. Can you imagine how excited they were to all leave the ark? But they were spared, and they were transferring on the priesthood to the following generation. And it just proves to you with Enoch and Noah that in a wicked and evil society or violence all around us, that righteous people can gather, and you can be righteous even all by yourself. And you can do kind things, and you can be loving, and you can have a righteous society and look forward to the Lord and get his inspiration. And even if you have a difficult circumstance or a speech impediment or something, you can still do the Lord's work. And I just wanted to share that with you today.